You're not ready? Am I allowed to paint you?
Yeah.
Yes? What would you like to be painted as today?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. And this is also to help out Teddy's mummy, because
Nope.
you said yes.
No,
Right, can you sit back just so I can check you're in the middle,
no,
please?
I didn't.
I think you did. Oh, I forgot to get sponges again. I'll get my
And clean water.
and clean water. Do you want to put the clean water into my squirty thing for me?
Yeah.
Right, if you can very carefully pop some clean water into there. Just leave it sitting where it is, honey bunch. Right, so yes, Teddy's mummy's asked for how I do Spider-Man. So this is the way I usually do Spider-Man when I'm speed painting. And it only takes, that's it, keep squirting the water, bunny. It only takes a couple of minutes usually when I'm in the flow. That's it, just squirt the water out. So you need red and blue definitely, and
Yeah.
some whites if not. It's quite full, isn't it? And what I do is I cut all my round sponges. These are quite firm face painting sponges. I cut them in half because I use all these different ends. Squidge, squidge. Can I have that back? So what we're going to do first of all is we are going to get some white.
Like a chameleon.
And I know Spidey's eyes are kind of whitish silver. You like the chameleon? Yeah, that's well spotted. The chameleon is the shape of the logo of these paints that I like. They're chameleon paints. So I'm just getting some white worked up so it's nice and creamy.
That's ink.
That's ink heart blue, that blue one. Yes, you remember that's my favourite blue, isn't it? So I have...
Also, that one is my favourite.
What, the red?
Yeah.
Right, can you sit up straight for me and nice and still? Let's check, are you still in camera? You are. Right, chin up. We've put some water in your hair this time to keep your hair out of the way. So, I'm just going to gently press a little bit of white over. And I'm going to do it about sponge width up from the eye as well. I'll do a little bit white just down under the eye because there will be blue there later, and that actually helps lift the blue off the skin. Because blue is one of the colours that quite likes staying on people's skin, doesn't it? Especially ink heart blue. Right, now this is the tricky bit, is trying to get it symmetrical. Usually I do this, I'd stand around the back of you, but we can't fit that here. So if I go, that's going to be about up to there, because I went one, and I'll just check that you're symmetrical in a minute. So I'm just dabbing on the paint, almost done. Pardon?
Why are you poking me in the eye?
I'm squodging on the paint. Is that all right? To make
And you're poking
spidey
my
eyes.
head.
Yeah. So as I said, some people use silver, but most silver paints that are available
You poking
on the
my
high
head.
street are not actually
Why
much
you-
use.
why you
So I tend to
poking
use
my
white.
head?
Right, let's have a look at you. You look straight at me. I'm just
What?
going to come down under your eyes a bit. Is that looking pretty good? I think that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty symmetrical. Right, so next thing I'm using, if you have it, is a flat brush, or you could just use the other end of your sponge. So we're going to use the flat brush. If I show you, where's my Spidey cake?
Cake?
Spidey paint cake. I do so many Spider-Man paints usually, and admittedly I've not done one for months and months. What I've done is I've made myself a Spidey cake, so it's red at the top and then with a chunk of blue along the bottom,
Hey, that's the
which
same.
is my favourite. That is, yeah, that's a slightly different one. Ink heart blue from Chameleon. If you can see, it's kind of got that inky sheen. It's lovely. I tend to use that instead of black, just because you'll find that if you add a lot of black into paints, it makes all the other colours go muddy, but the dark blue doesn't. It kind of goes bright
Hey,
purple.
that's chameleon too.
That is Chameleon. So you could do this with yourself. If you had a dark blue and a red cake, you just had the two of them beside each other, and you could be loading your brush or your
There's
sponge
no
like
red
that.
cake.
Or you could just load up your sponge with red paint and then pick up a little bit of blue on one corner of the sponge, and it does the same effect. And what I find with this is it's just a really, just got some water on my brush now. It's a really nice, easy
How did
way.
you get water on it?
I dipped it in my water pot. Yeah, don't, no, can you? Oh my goodness, no, can you get your hand out? Yeah, you're just going to get paint all over your fingers and not on your face. Right, can you sit round for me again, Bunny? We're a bit squiggly today, aren't we? So hopefully, right, can you sit straight? Feet down in this corner where I can't do it. Come on, Bunny, let's cheer up a bit. You can't have a grumpy Spider-Man. So I'm going to put my blue towards...
I'm just tired.
Are you tired? Did you not sleep well last night?
Because of Dad snoring.
Yeah, Daddy does snore a lot. Tell you what though, you were snoring last night.
No, I wasn't.
You were? How do you know? You were asleep. Right, that's a bit dry, so let me get a bit more.
I can't snore.
You can't snore? Why
No.
not?
Because I'm a quiet kid.
You're a quiet kid.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I don't make any noise.
Right, so usually I'd go sort of up and round the eye all in one movement. It's going to come in beside the corner of your eye, so nice and still.
Mum,
Mm-hmm.
when Finny was a kid
Yeah.
and Grandpa was snoring,
Yeah.
Finny heard, Grandma, there's a pig eating his breakfast.
Yeah, Grandpa's a very loud snorer.
Yeah, and he sounds like a pig.
He's going to love you putting that out for everyone to hear. Right, so same again. Do you want to close your eyes or are you going to keep them open? So I'm just going to come down under this eye and I'm going to scoosh up this side and go whoosh like that. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go like that. I can't really see if that is symmetrical from this angle, but we can tidy it up again in a minute. But then again, nobody's face is truly symmetrical.
Mum.
You try putting your face up the middle of the mirror, it
Mum,
just looks weird.
I just like all the paintbrushes.
You do. You really like all my paintbrushes, don't you?
Also your paints.
Well, you have got a little kit yourself somewhere. Right, let's have a look. How symmetrical is that?
When is
Let me
it
just
tea
take
time?
this one down a bit. When is it tea time? We have literally just had lunch, dude.
I had lunch already.
You did have lunch already. Okay, so this is the big bit. It's just making sure it's reasonably symmetrical. Oh, yeah, don't touch your face for me. Right, now I'm going to get my sponge, which has the white on one end. I'm going to just get some red paint on the other end. Oh, I hear the heating starting up. I thought it was cold today. I've got an extra jumper on. You've got your Spider-Man top on, haven't you?
Yeah.
What does Spider-Man say then?
I just for the Captain Orange poo. He says
Yeah,
that.
can we not use that word, especially not when we're filming? It's blending in the red. I just put red on the other end.
Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
where the Captain Mirror is sealed.
Oh yes, you saw the pictures of Spider-Man with Captain America. I don't think
No, he threw it in
he
one
threw
film.
it. Yeah, well, we haven't really let you see them all, have we? Because I think you're a little bit young for
But I did
some of the
watch
Marvels.
one. Did watch one.
Did you watch one? I'm just gonna sort of.
But I
Sponge.
didn't. But I was trying to watch at night time. But you called me up. That's why I didn't finish it.
Okay, well, I think you might be a bit young for some. So we'll have a look. We'll see if there's any Spider-Man films that you can watch, because some of them are a little bit scary. And we don't want a scary film, do we? No. Let's just blend a bit more. I can tell I've not used my paints in a couple of months. They're all very dry.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like dry solid paints, but they've usually got a little bit of moisture in them. But they're almost cracking up now because it's been so long since they've had a good use.
Yep. Then you just melt.
Then they melt. No, not usually. Oh, that was a bit too wet now. The reds. Oh my goodness, Trina, what are you doing? Right, let's just tidy up that eye again because I went a bit far in with that one. Nice and still, honey bunny. That's better. How are we doing? That's not too bad, is it? So there we go. You should have a nice kind of like blended eye bit, and they quite like if you don't go around their eyes with the little pointy brushes because they can be a bit scary, can't they, Finn? You, sorry.
And a
Finn
bit
child.
spiky.
And a bit spiky. Well, they're not actually spiky because I'd never use a brush that would hurt. So now I'm going to get my
That's
nice...
ink.
No, Ink Heart Blue. It's just the name of that blue from Chameleon Paints because it's my favourite blue. And when you look at your top, Spidey did used to be red and blue in the old cartoon.
Like this.
Yeah, that's your zipper, isn't it? Right, you ready? Can I do the tricky bits now? Can you stay really still? Okay. Oh, just a bit of your face down there. I'm going to blend that in a bit. Okay, Right, so got some nice ink heart blue. And I've got a nice fine brush. I'm just going to go one straight down the middle of your forehead, so keep it nice and still. Whee. Good boy, that's
My
really
what?
still.
My what?
Middle of your face, I said, middle of your Spider-Man mask. I'm going to go 1, 2, almost like you've got whiskers, but they're not whiskers, don't worry. And I think I'll put 1 there and 1 there.
But it's the spider webs.
Yeah, it's spider webs. Spiders are very clever at making webs, aren't they?
Yeah. Like Charlotte Web.
Charlotte's Web, yeah, she's an extra special spider because she can write whole words, can't she?
Uh-huh.
Right, nice and still, honey. Right, so that's probably completely unsymmetrical.
Pigs are actually stupid.
Pigs are not actually stupid. Pigs are actually quite clever.
Not a pig.
Oh no, what was her first? One of them says, was it some pig? And one of them says something like, oh, I've forgotten it all now. It's been a while since I watched that one. Is it like astounding?
Pig are.
Whoop, luckily I wasn't touching you when you lunged there. Can you try and keep still, honey? Just let me do these fiddly bits. This is your webby bits I'm doing with my nice little brush. Yeah, now you can go around the eyes and tidy up a bit around the eyes with your brush just now if you want to, but I know I won't with this young man because he's quite a squiggler, aren't you?
Mhm.
There we go, and then it's going to go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Is it the same?
Whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, it's the Spider-Man.
But you never go wee.
Whoosh. That's what I'm doing for a little wiggly. That's my nose.
But about a one you first one you done at beginning.
Yeah.
Was
That's
it
so
the
nice
same?
and, yes, it's the same, honey bun. Right, and we'll do a little spider on your nose now. Can you remember how many legs a spider has?
6.
Not 6, that's for insects, and a spider is something that we call an arachnid, so they've got even more legs than 6, so guess how many legs a spider has?
5.
No, 6, more than, 5 is less than 6, you want something that's more than 6. What comes after 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Keep going.
7.
Keep going.
7.
No, after 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, yes, spider's got 8 legs, so nice and still, because I'm trying to do its legs now. And it's got 2 legs that kind of face backwards, 1, 2, on each side, so that's 4. And then it's got 2 legs that kind of face forward. Oops, that was a bit of a squashy fat leg. Alright, I'm just going to pop on some little white highlights. You remember what highlights are? They're the white bits that look like, make things look like they're bright. Oh, your hair, my goodness, it's looking really spiky. I'm glad we put the water on it because it did keep it out of the way. Because that's good, isn't it?
Hey, that is white paint now.
That is white paint I'm picking up with my little pointy brush.
No, that.
Oh, in the clean water, yeah.
But what's going on this side?
That was where there was some blue paint from when I had the blue paintbrush in it.
But it's going over there now.
I know, it's all swirling together. Right, can you sit straight for me again, please, pet?
I'm not a pet.
Oh, you're my pet.
I'm not a pet.
Okay, but can we be nice and still? Right, no talking just for a minute because I want to do some fiddly bits. I'm going to give him some eyes. And shall I give him some little fangs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, white paint, work up.
Also some spider web on him.
Okay. Okay, so just going to pick out his legs a little bit. Oh, try and stay still. Thank you. There we go. Blend that in a little bit. Don't like quite so bright. Oh, good boy. You're actually letting me do some little flicks and stuff. I don't always get this with you. Good boy. Now, would we like some little sort of sparkly bits, do you think?
What kind
Oh, I
of
didn't put
it?
his fangs.
What kind of itches?
What itches are your wee paints?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, you squiggled a bit. Right, let's put some sparkles on. It's just where all the little hairs on your face are trying to stand up and they're saying, oi, we've got paint on us, sticking us down to the skin. Right, can you close your eyes gently? Right, if you look at the camera. Oh, no. Oh, you want to look in the mirror, of course, I forgot. Is that okay? Let me just
Yeah.
unclip the camera and come over and have a look. Whoops. Right, can we have
Wow,
a
the
look?
spider's quite big.
Is that quite a big spider?